Good afternoon, everybody. Hope all of you are enjoying your Sunday. I just wanted to come on here first to say thank you to everybody. It's been a bit of a whirlwind the last few days, from opening the Amazon bag on Wednesday evening, and seeing A Poetic Journey in my hands after all these years, to the post where I announced it on Friday afternoon, and all the overwhelmingly positive reaction to seeing the book go live a little bit earlier than anticipated. But it's no less the positive messages and the congratulations are no less welcomed. To see everyone's reactions. I know this sounds really small and aside of like my own issues with my own self-belief and self-esteem, but those reactions give me the sense of validation that what I'm doing with my writing, like, it's resonating. Let alone, it's that mix of friends, family, even my own dad. Like, yesterday asked me to help him order a copy of the book, and all I could do was be dumbfounded and say thank you to him too. It's just been a surreal the last few days, and I want to thank, and I can't thank all of you enough for all the support. And as a bonus, I'm going to read one of the poems from the book. If you've followed me on Instagram for a while, you'll notice this one, because it's a place that has come up early and often in my writings. The poem is called Nissa La Bella, and it goes something like this. If I could begin again, I'd find myself in Nissa La Bella, overlooking the Mediterranean Sea, the blue skies above, the golden sun shining down the Promenade des Anglais as I explore the city, the view's winding streets. One day wasn't enough. To end my time in France last October, I'd keep going, writing about my experiences, with a nod to Peter Mayle as the rest of the French Riviera awaits. So yes, this poem, it'll be, as of Saturday, it'll be 5 years since the visit to France, which was not on the cards when 2019 began. It just happened that in another world, I would have been cruising down the Rhine River that year, but scheduling prevented it from happening. So I figured it was the end of the 2010s. I wanted to come back to the place where my sense of wanderlust began, France, but this time I wanted to go far beyond. Go far beyond Paris, and I found the 13-day tour that started in Paris, the Loire Valley in Normandy, and ended in the south, Nice, Avignon and Nice. That last day, I didn't join the rest of the group in the optional excursion to St. Paul de Vence. I stayed in Nice and booked a walking tour of the old town, the View. And from the moment that I stepped onto the promenade, that morning was the last full day of the trip. The blue skies, the palm trees, the sunshine, even the beach for the fact that it's pebbly. I fell in love with Nice on the spot. By the time the day was done, by the time the day was done and the farewell dinner was over, I was in tears at the end of the night. Partially, A, because of the trip ending, and B, thinking I did not want to fly back to Paris, let alone back to New York after being in Nice for only just one day. The scenery worked its magic a little too well. And all these years later, Nice has popped up in my writings every so often, and it made it into a poetic journey. Let alone the photo that accompanies the poem. It's the only photo in the book that I actually took. It was just a matter of timing. Seeing the birds fly around the sun, I just knew I had to snap the photo. That's just one of the 21 poems that you'll find in A Poetic Journey. It is available on Amazon in paperback and in Kindle. And the good thing about the fact that the book went live a little sooner than expected, I get to celebrate this again when the formal launch happens on Saturday, October 5th. Although on that day, I won't be in New York. I'll be on the other side of the Atlantic in Zagreb, Croatia, beginning a 10-day tour. This time of year is travel season for me, and of course, I'm taking y'all with me over the course of the 10 days I'll be there. I'll be back in my normal spot on Friday morning. But for now, I hope all of you have a wonderful rest of your Sunday, and here's to the week ahead. And I'll talk to you guys again later this week.